Hey guys, I'm Syama Maher, CEO of Scaling Retail, and I'm so excited to be speaking to you today from the Off-Price show here in Las Vegas. Today I'm joined with Laurel Hansen, who is head of marketing here at Off-Price for the Americas, and we are going to get the lowdown dirty on how the show is going. Laurel, thanks for joining me.
Well, thanks for having us. We appreciate you being here.
Oh my God, it's amazing. In fact, I'm so happy to get a chance to walk the show, see so many vendors,
It's wonderful.
see people that are writing orders. I mean, geez, it is like the world is back online
So
and
nice.
people are ready to make some money.
Yeah, you can tell just by the energy and the buzz. People are ready to go face to face again. It's so hard to source when you're not seeing, when you're not feeling that fabric. It's amazing.
That's fantastic. So tell me a little bit about some of the brands you're most excited about right now that you feel are kind of seeing the most traction. What's been new and different? What are you excited about?
Well, we've got a vendor by the name of Tasha, and just fabulous winter wear, just silky and puffy and warm, but still very up to date and fashionable. Like you don't feel like you're just being covered in a marshmallow. Fabulous. So a lot of these vendors have the next season. So we're looking into fall and winter season. So it's perfect. You stock your store with that. It's ready to go right now.
That's amazing. I love that. You know, I think sometimes we forget that even though it's August, right?
Right,
It's like
right.
we are getting ready to roll out fall, like
Right.
tomorrow,
Right,
which
right.
is hilarious because I think it's like 106 degrees today.
It is. And we also have resort wear too. So right behind us, we've got a vendor by the name of Basics. Everything is SPF 50. Everything is just, it flows so nice on the body. It goes from the boat to the bar. It's fantastic. So you can have your resort wear, your cruise wear, and your winter wear.
I think that's amazing. You
Yeah.
know, walking some of their shows, they're so specifically catered to a particular season, right?
Right.
And it's like, you know,
Right.
I almost feel like you have to wait your turn, right? Where it's like, all right, when's stuff coming out? When can I buy things? This is selling out, or I forgot to buy, you know, X, Y, Z
Sure,
for this
sure.
collection, and now I have the opportunity to bring it out, which I think is amazing. So in terms of like your feel on the show right now, in terms of the vendor assortment, where people are coming from, where are all these brands in the world that are coming together at this show at this time?
So as far as
Just
elaborate a little
regional, yeah, just, you know, in terms of like what regions are people coming from, where are the vendors mostly located, are you seeing any trends in terms of, you know, what buyers are showing up?
Sure,
What's the
absolutely.
mix?
So it's really all over the United States. Obviously, a lot of are based in New York and California. Many of them are right here in Las Vegas. So it's just a quick trip for them. The buyers, a lot of the international buyers, unfortunately, weren't able to come because of COVID. But we're seeing buyers from the east to the west, to the north, to the south. They want to get in here and buy. It's incredible.
That's fantastic. And in terms of just like the product matrix that we're seeing, right? I mean, I think one of the most interesting things here is all categories,
Yeah.
all products, all gender. I mean, it is everything. When you're looking and the show is looking to curate an assortment, you know, how are you guys looking at the merchandise mix?
Right. So we try to gather what the buyers are looking for, and Off-Price is a little bit different than the other shows only because we are in season, we are always in stock. So it's a little bit different in the fact that we try to grow different categories. For example, we're growing the beauty category right now. It's so easy, it's such a high margin for these boutiques to just pop in some beauty there. We had some great education on how to incorporate beauty into your store. Another one is shoes, right? Shoes are a great margin builder, and then children's as well. So we just kind of go with what the buyers are looking for, and we try to kind of get into their mind and what they're looking for, and that's how we.
I love that. They make their lives easier.
Exactly,
Actually, you're like,
exactly.
what are you looking for? Here, let's curate some of the brands
Exactly.
that are going to be a
Exactly.
good fit. Now, from the perspective of, I guess, a brand, from the perspective of a retailer, it's very clear, right? If you need merchandise, this is the place to be. Clearly, you can capture all categories, all seasons, no brainer. As a brand, how do I know that this show is good for me as a brand?
Right. Well, our name. First of all, like our name is Off-Price, and it's unfortunate because some people maybe think that it's very inexpensive goods and what have you. We have gotten to the point now that we are seeing vendors that the quality that they have, they are selling at the right price because they need to move product. And the product's moving because the buyers need that product.
As a brand, how do I know that the show is right for me?
Absolutely. We'll start with the price of off-price. A lot of our vendors, back in the day, we had some vendors that had maybe some inexpensive, very large quantity goods that needs to be moved. Now we're getting to the point where we have these wonderful vendors that have great quality at the right price, and the right price is what the buyers are looking for. So it's not that we're going to see a lot of inexpensive goods or what have you, but we're also true to ourselves. We have the right price at good quality.
You know, it's interesting. I feel like back from my business development days at Macy's, it was one of their, initial programs for like, learn how to be a buyer, and you get enrolled in this program, and the thing that will never lose my mind is the right price at the right time, and it's like and with the right customer, and it's like, how do we build that?
You have to know your customer.
Absolutely. And I think knowing that like this show is kind of price agnostic, right, and that there isn't kind of a limit, there's not a benchmark or a ceiling here in terms of what we're looking for. I do believe that from a brand strategy standpoint, given that you're looking at kind of, simultaneously maybe selling next season stuff next door at another show, to be able to also then have representation to sell through goods, in real time for this season. Do you find that brands are kind of leveraging this multi-pronged strategy?
For sure. We definitely have vendors that show here and show at other shows. We have what we call manufactured labels that show here, and then we have a brand label that would show somewhere else. So everyone has really an off-price strategy now, and for them to ignore that and to ignore our venue as far as coming together all in one place, they can all see their buyers at one place. What's great about off-price too is there's not a lot of quantity as far as minimums for buying, which is great, right? So you don't have to buy so much. Your price point is great. So for boutiques, for the high-end retailer, we've got everything to fill in their product mix, really.
That's fantastic. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And if, obviously it's like anyone who's not showing here needs to think about off-price in terms of a really inventory management strategy.
Absolutely.
Buyers need to be thinking about off-price also in terms of an inventory management strategy. It sounds like it's almost too good to be true. So, So in terms of how we're thinking about, the future of this show, what you're most excited about, obviously we're still in COVID, which is super crappy.
Yeah.
But all signs point towards a really, really exciting 2022 and beyond. So what is jazzing you up about the future?
I tell you, for off-price, our beauty section is growing, and we're so excited. Like I said before, the price point. We're here to help the retailer make money. We're here to help the vendors get rid of their inventory and to sell their inventory out. I think it's a great match. I think we're also our children's department is growing. So we're trying to get a well-rounded show, so anybody can come here and find what they're looking for.
It's amazing. Future off-price.
I love it.
Laurel, thank you so much for your time today. It's such a pleasure to get to walk the show, to get to hang out.
As always.
Gosh, guys. All right. So if you haven't figured it out, get an off-price strategy.
Yeah.
No matter where you are in the chain of selling to a consumer, really important to think about inventory management, which is obviously, in my world, the number one issue that our industry is just constantly dealing with. If you guys need help building your strategy, figure out how to launch your brand and scale successfully, shoot us an email at hello@scalingretail.com. Otherwise, make sure you guys are checking out the Off-Price show in tandem. Obviously not this season, because I am here and you are not, but as you're looking at future seasons, this will be the place to be in order to develop that amazing inventory liability elevation strategy. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Indeed.